Not gonna lie, don't see the physical attraction to Sean.
I'm growing in my physical attraction. That's different than like.
Oh, I know, because I
at
wasn't attracted to Belle when we first met.
So a similar journey.
Cousin. Did this feminine potty cleaner, poop cleaner, say he wasn't attracted to Belle when they first met? Is that what he said? That is what he said, girl. That's what he said. Oh, Lord.
Ooh, that's devastating.
Agreed.
Yeah, I need physically attracted to just for
It's been me, right?
Not
Because
at a
that's
level
such
that
an important part
felt
of how I approach
comfortable to me.
relationships.
Not at a level that felt comfortable to me. And you pay attention to how Mecca is looking at her. It's like he wants to humble her. This is why I keep telling y'all, this is why you don't date and marry these men. You don't marry them. And all season, cousin, I have been saying that I need Belle to wake up. Okay, y'all. Help wanted. I repositioned my camera. So tell me how you like this. It's like the camera's lower. I don't think I like it. Do y'all like it? I don't know if I like it. But anyways, let's do this video with the camera low versus my other videos, the camera were higher. So let's see. And all season I've been saying, like, I need Belle to wake up. I need her to wake up. Like, Belle, you deserve so much better than Mecca. And it bugs me that she doesn't realize that she needs so much, she deserves so much better than a little boy who hasn't been to counseling.
I feel like I have the ability to let time grow with Nikki's attraction and figure out what she needs, because to me, that's not even the deal.
Is she pretty enough for me?
Whoa! This is something we need to protest for, Black people. See, these are the things we need to protest for. Huh? He said she pretty, but is she pretty enough for me? Woo!
And because of that, popping and on and popping within 6 months of getting to know someone.
Look at how he's looking at her. You see that little look and smirk? You see that little smirk? He's trying to bring her down. Come on down. He's trying to bring her down a notch. Bring her down one little notch. I forgot. You're not supposed to wear lined clothes on camera because it makes the camera. Ooh, child. I didn't get enough sleep yesterday. Look at how he's looking at her. You see how he's looking at her? He's trying to, he want to humble her and bring her down.
That to me is not a deterrent. It's literally like,
Not
well, it takes longer than that for me anyway. Typically, I've been with someone for a couple months, never had something.
Can you imagine?
So
this is already hunting us, the whole experience. Why are you even saying that right now?
Because that's how he feels. Look at the look. Look at how he's looking at her. He's saying that right now because that is how he feels, Belle.
She's pretty, but is she pretty enough for me? No.
A no good piece of crap of a man. Is she pretty enough for me?
That's the comment that I'm gonna have to regulate. He doesn't.
And that's exactly why he has to bring you down a notch, because you're trying to regulate his comment like you're trying to regulate your blood pressure. Like you have to take control of your blood pressure. You have to eat better, exercise, lose some weight, drink water, get sleep. And if push comes to shove, get you some medicine to regulate your blood pressure. But this is a grown man, Belle. How are you going to regulate a grown man as if he's your son? I'm confused, Belle. I'm confused, sis.
Really think about how to say things.
He's not your son. Mecca is not your son. Why are you trying to teach him how to say things correctly? You teach your children how to say things correctly. There's a word little Michael can't say, and I'm like, he should be able to say this word. And every time he say it, I bust out laughing. What's the word? I can't remember the word, but Dad worked with him and 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 worked with him until he could say the word. You don't teach a grown man how to say things. He's not your son. He's your husband.
Felipe kind of have that same little issue. It just was a slap in the face. It was beyond disrespectful to me.
Okay, so what are you going to do about it? Belle, what are you going to do about Mecca slapping you in the face, disrespecting you, saying that he was not initially attracted to you and you're pretty, but are you pretty enough? Now, I saw the ex-girlfriend. When I have time, I'll do the little video she did. I mean, she could have kept the little video she did. And I'm going to tell you what I think about her in that video. Is she prettier than Mecca, than Belle Jolie? Now, I don't like to say is somebody prettier than somebody else, because who is the pretty barometer? Who does that? People are pretty in their own ways. And like y'all like to say, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. And let's not forget about those ugly men, y'all, the old church folks are trying to push off on us cute, pretty black girls, educated black girls. Y'all told us looks didn't matter. There's a shout out to my cousin who sent me early birthday present because she's going on a 90-day cruise. Yes, I did a video for her. She's my favorite cousin. Yep. All right, y'all. What you gonna do about it, Belle?
All right. I've been very interested in what's going on.
What you gonna do about it? It's Married at First Sight, season 20, episode 15. This is the second half. I know, girl, it's been forever. I've been busy, okay? And it's 1 week before decision day. I feel like this season went by fast, but that's because they were giving us 3 episodes a day every Thursday. And because Sister Janice obviously cannot keep up because I'm busy, okay? Okay, so we left off where Sean and Nikki had some kind of flavor of sex, and we all agree, cousins, that it's the funky flavor because Sean don't wash his ass. She said it wasn't the actual sex, but it was a flavor. Sean said he came out swinging with his robe open, and then later he's sitting like a big mama around the fire frying that fried chicken, and he said, we went a little further than I thought we would. It was good, okay? Lord have mercy. Oh, my lip gloss spilling out, man. Oh, by the way, a huge congratulations to Byron Donalds, who won the primary for the Republican nominee for the governor of Florida. Will we have our first Black governor of Florida? Will we make history? Black people, will you vote for him? Look at God. God is good. Gilliam didn't make it, but here's Byron. Y'all must have been praying really hard because God brought y'all another Black man to vote for governor. Oops! He's a Black Republican. And Black people, most Black people, do not support or vote for Black Republicans who are Black. They only vote for Democrats. Yeah, you guys do not vote for Black people who are Republicans. You all only vote for Black people who are Democrats. I did a short on that. Y'all should check that out. But congrats to Byron. Congratulations. I mean, he cleaned the state with the other. It was 15 people who ran, and he got 49% of the vote as of last night. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to the other Black Republican man in Michigan who won the primary for, was it senator or governor? I don't remember. John James. So I'm gonna do some video for these Black men who are moving on up. Yes, because I want to know if the Black people are gonna vote for this Black man who's a Republican. But anyways, getting back to Married at First Sight. Hey, Married at First, shout out to him, bro. I might come on down there and vote for you. You know I'm from Florida, right? Yeah, I got an address down there. I might come on down. Change my address really quick. But anyways, we can get on back. Oh, it was Nikki said they are asexual compatible. That is good. I don't know. They're telling two different stories, and I'm kind of confused. Okay, so Devon and Caitlyn. So we're gonna start where we left off. Devon and Caitlyn date. I thought it was very cute. Went to meet the dad at his favorite restaurant. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, Paul, this is performative. Where you at? Where are you? If you talk about performative, this is extremely performative with Caitlyn and the daddy. And the way he is, I don't understand how Caitlyn turned out like that. But anyway, she said, listen to this, y'all. This don't make no sense. This is why you got to be careful who you marry. She said, I don't need the help in the day-to-day. Just leave me alone. I'll take care of everything. Devon wants what normal people do. So why did you get married? Why did you get married, Caitlyn? If you don't need what normal people need, and you can do everything by yourself, please tell me, why did you get married? Because in getting married, you are sharing life. You know, you're doing some things. We're helping each other. That's why we're getting married. 2 is better than 1. So if you can do everything by yourself, please tell me why you're getting married. I'm so confused about why you got married. Why you wanted to get married, I don't know. It is so crazy to me. So now she's saying, oh, I have to get too used to telling him I'm leaving the house. Why you get married? Huh? How are you married and you're in the house with somebody that's not a roommate and you're leaving the house, but you're not telling your husband where you're going? Girl, she couldn't be married to my husband. Or because even when I drive, when I get to work and he does the same thing, hey, I got to work. If I don't text my husband by, say, 9:30, he's calling, hey, babe, did you get to work okay? Yes. Same thing. If he leave and he's going to the office in New York, as soon as he get off the train in New York, hey, babe, I just got to Penn Station and I'm walking down, or I'm taking an Uber or taking a taxi or something. Get to the office. Hey, babe, I'm in the office. So I don't understand. Caitlyn, why are you on the show? You're not ready to get married, girl. You don't want to be married. I don't know why you're on the show. It makes no sense to me why Caitlyn is on the show. Oh, I'm telling him when I'm leaving the house. Stay single. Ciao. So Felipe and Tori date night, the sauna. Okay, this was cute. I'm gonna have to come up to Seattle because I've never seen. Is that a floating sauna? And then the date that Adam and Marissa had, the floating hot tub. They don't have that in New Jersey. They don't have that. I want to do that. I want to do the floating hot tub date. I thought it was cute. Felipe, they talked and, share about how she felt and how he felt. And he was like, just forget it. In the moment, I choose her. She says, it's like Paul says, in the moment, I choose you. I don't like that. I don't like it. Because what if in one moment you decide not to choose her? Then what? I don't like it. I don't like it. That's not how marriage is built in the moment. You got to choose forever. So then they came out. They had a little picnic, fruit. It was cute. And then he showed her the wedding picture. So it's 1 week before decision day. Nikki gets ready for the group date. Belle, Mecca get ready. Cam, Michelle, they're getting ready. He said he doesn't seat for a lot of the couples. I don't seat for a lot of the couples either. So the couples arrive. Caitlyn and Devon, Michelle and Cameron, Adam and Marissa. And Paul says Adam definitely wants to make a statement. And I thought what Adam had on was cute. He had on a tie-dye, a blue tie-dye shirt. And like a t-shirt or undershirt and some pants and sneakers. I thought the outfit was cute. But Paul, who has a boner for Adam, said I definitely think Adam is trying to make a statement. I am glad that actual professional and certified counselors are calling out Paul. Though I don't know if they're calling out Paul because he's picking on Adam. Because a lot of women don't like Adam because he said he actually have the balls to say what he want. A lot of women don't like him. A lot of people don't like him. So I don't know if they've brought up any of Paul picking on Adam. And later, Paul is going to say how Sean shamed Adam. But Paul didn't bring up how he shamed Adam in a group date. See what I'm saying? And Paul sure didn't say nothing about Mecca with that scarf, his grandmama scarf tied around his neck. No, somebody trying to make a statement? Why is a man walking around with a scarf tied around his neck? But you're picking on Adam, talking about he trying to make a statement. Told y'all. Paul has a boner for Adam. I keep telling y'all. Oh my God. Nikki and Sean come in. Nikki. I was about to say, where do you shop at? But I can't shop there, okay? She had on this her dress was so beautiful. It was like the 80s style. I absolutely love it. I thought Sean looked really handsome too. Oh, he came from work. Sean came from work because Nikki was getting ready and she said Sean is running late. So then Michelle calls for dinner and she says time to gossip. And the expert said because she doesn't have drama, she needs the group for the drama. And I actually liked and agree with that. Okay. So then it was Adam and Marissa talks about how they talked about what do they need to get to hell. Yes, Marissa says she needs balance. Nikki asks, Nikki, I'm disappointed that you asked this question. I'm extremely disappointed that Nikki asks, why do you need to share the same hobbies? Nikki, is that a question you really sharing as an almost 50-year-old woman, Nikki? You don't know why couples should share at least some hobbies? She said, why do you need to share hobbies? You need to share some hobbies. Caitlyn, oh my God, for the first time, she said something that made sense. She said she knows a lot of successful couples that share hobbies. Some hobbies, but not all. No, you don't have to share all. There's some things my husband likes to do. Okay. You don't have to share all the hobbies, but you need to share some. Okay. Adam said, well, should have met my ex-girlfriend. Adam, you did not marry that ex-girlfriend for a specific reason. The expert said she's an ex for a reason. Exactly. So if you didn't marry the ex-girlfriend, Adam, why you keep bringing her up? Maybe you need to go back to the ex-girlfriend. But see, this is what I mean about balance and making sure in the husband profile, I talk about that cake, right? That wedding cake. Like, what are the ingredients for your wedding cake? A lot of people make cake. Well, not a lot of people. A lot of women choose husbands with a lot of frills, but no flour. I don't think you can make cake without flour, right? That's the base. Not only do you need to share in activities, Adam, but you also need to be compatible in other areas, which is why you didn't marry that girl. You keep talking about her, how she's good in activities, but you didn't marry her. You're unmarried at first sight, trying to get you a wife because you guys were not compatible. And now you're not compatible with Marissa because she probably has all the other parts the other girl didn't have. Right? The other girl probably wasn't feminine and kind and gentle. And I don't know. I don't know why. I would like to know why Adam didn't marry that girl. But you can't, the Bible talks about an unjust weight is an abomination to the Lord. So she may be really physical, but she's not good in these areas. Marissa is not physical, which I don't understand. Everybody needs to be physical in America because of this food. We need to walk and exercise, girl. But she might have all the other qualities. And he said he wants her to be his person, but you're going to have to meet in the middle somewhere. I actually like Adam and Marissa now. I love them together, but in the end, Marissa is going to get tired of Adam wanting to go play pickleball and exercising. And Adam is going to get frustrated and keep bringing up the ex-girlfriend because Marissa's not like the ex-girlfriend. And those issues are going to bring up problems in your marriage, okay? When he said that, when Adam said, oh, you should have met my you haven't met my ex-girlfriend, everybody in the room mouth dropped. So Marissa, the same thing I asked Belle Jolie, what you gonna do, girl? Because he keeps bringing up his ex while you sitting right there. So now what you gonna do about it? You do not want to be compared to the ex-husband, ex-boyfriend. Nope. Do not compare me. Okay? So now here is the whole Sean and Adam situation. Sean says, ask Adam, does your parents talk the same way like you do? Does your parents talk like you do? And everybody's mouth hit the floor. And he's talking, Sean basically said, Adam has low IQ. Adam said, oh, so you're saying I have low IQ. Okay, did y'all see that? Do y'all want to show y'all that? Maybe I'll make another video about it, okay? Because I'm running late. I'm trying to get to the office early today. Okay? Everyone mouth dropped, and Cameron was like, no, like, how do you do that? That's how I felt too. Paul says he felt like his dad was talking to him, and Adam basically said, you know, no, I don't talk like this with my peers talk this, but this is how I speak with my friends, okay? So Felipe asks Marissa, can you tell what Adam is saying? Yes, of course we can tell. There's no difference than how Adam speak than how we speak Ebonics. We understand. She said, yes, I understand. And listen to Marissa with the shade. She said, and Adam can articulate himself, and it doesn't need to be said. In other words, I know you is not questioning this white man about how he speak. Paul said, Sean meant well, but shamed Adam. But when you shamed Adam, Paul, about his attire, it was okay for you to shame him, but it's not okay for Sean to shame him. Now, for all the Black people who are rejoicing, let me ask you a question. I have no problems with what Sean said to Adam. I don't have any problems with it. But let me ask y'all something. You know, the Black people who's rejoicing. If a white man said to Sean, to a Black man or Sean, what Sean said to Adam, would y'all be okay with it? Black people. If Adam, or just let's say a white man, question a Black man how he speak, if a white man said to a Black man what Sean said to Adam, would y'all be okay with it? Y'all know y'all would already start protesting, burning down your already impoverished cities because a white man dare check a Black man and how he speak. So why do you think it's appropriate for Sean to check Adam about how he speak? In all fairness, I cannot believe I'm picking up for Sean again. I don't think he meant it. I don't think he meant to shame Sean. I don't think he meant the way we're taking it. I don't think that's how he meant it. I thought about it. I really thought about it. I said, I don't think Sean meant to shame Adam or the way we're taking it. You know what it is? I think Sean, as a Black man who came from poverty and impoverished communities, is looking at this white man who had all the opportunities provided for him. By the way, I looked up Adam's name, and he's Slavic. The name is Slavic descent. And I said, he does look a little Slavic. He does, because I'm like, there is something about Adam I am not putting my hands, like his hair. Adam's hair his hair doesn't look like an average white man's hair. Adam hair actually looks like he could be mixed with Black, but he's not. He's Slavic, right? His name, I looked up the name because I'm like, what's his last name? I thought he was Jewish or Christian or something. No, he's not Jewish, because I saw the name. I was like, what kind of name is that? And then I Googled it. It's Slavic. His name is Slavic. So it kind of makes sense to me because those people, they have that thick sheep-like hair that looks like Adam. Okay. So I don't think Sean meant to shame him. I think Sean, as a Black man, and Sean, where's your daddy? You're asking him about his parents, but where's your daddy? You only talk about Queen Victoria. Where is your daddy? Okay. I think Sean is looking at this white man who had all the opportunities presented to him, educated in the best schools, were afforded opportunities that little black kids could only, some little black kids could only, most little black kids could dream about. His parents are obviously wealthy, traveling the world, probably because they worked, saved, invested their money. So now they're at retirement age where they can travel. There's a lot of people, y'all. I know broke people you don't know, but go on YouTube and follow the financial group. I listen to financial. There are people, black people, who retired in their 40s and are traveling the world, or they're expat living overseas. I know for some black people, this sounds like alien to you. But there are people who retire early and are traveling the world. Our Rich Journey couple, I love them. I listen to them often. They're retired black couple, retired in their 40s and move overseas. So Adam saying he's retiring at 40 is not strange. And he's probably able to retire at 40 because he saw what his parents did. Which kind of goes back to me. The reason why I'm retiring early is because of what my godmother did. So I got the information from my godmother early that my first job out of college, 23, 24, I started investing for my retirement. So in my 40s, I can retire early because I did the work. Glory be to God. I know it sounds strange. I was going back and forth with somebody in the comments. I know it sounds strange to people who are not financially literate, or people who are poor, or people who paycheck to paycheck, or you just, I know it sounds, but it's not. It's not. I'm going to be retiring soon. Very soon. How am I able to retire soon? I started doing the work 20 years ago. Almost 25 years of investing and saving and planning for my retirement. So if Adam's parents have that information and he's 31, he will retire 40. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to follow him. So I don't think Sean meant to shame him. I think Sean is looking at this white man who had all the opportunities presented to him. And he's just, what's the word we use? It just says scandaled. Scandaled. I can't translate the word. He's just wasting it by vibe and cooked, and I think that's what it was. I don't think Sean meant to shame him. And Sean is probably sitting there thinking, man, if I had all those opportunities. Because Sean, if you listen to Sean, Sean does not sound like the way my husband speaks, or how my husband sounds like Barack Obama. Okay. My husband he's a well-spoken black man. My husband cannot speak Ebonics. When he speaks Ebonics, I fall out on the floor. That's how well-spoken he is. Little Michael cannot speak Ebonics either, okay? Sean wasn't raised speaking well. You can tell because the way Sean speaks, it's like he's forcing it. Sean learned how to speak properly as an adult. Sean didn't grow up speaking the way he's speaking now. I can tell. Sean does not sound like my husband. My husband speaks, or Barack Obama speaks, and it flows. That's who they are. Sean, it's like he's forcing to speak properly. And I think he's looking at Adam, who had all the opportunities presented to him, and he's just scandal. I want to get that Jamaican word, but it's not coming to me. He's just wasting it. But what Sean doesn't understand, like Marissa said, Adam can't articulate himself. Do you think Adam really doesn't know how to articulate himself? It's just like me. When I'm here with the cousins, I'm hey girl, what's up, y'all? Girl, let me tell you what happened. And some people come in my comments and say, oh my God, look at the way you talk. But they don't know. We're the cousins. Okay, we can be improper over here. But when I need to be professional, I'm professional. When I go to work and they call me to the office, very professional. Speak very well. No ebonics. Sean doesn't understand code switching. Adam does. Professor Gunther taught us code switching back in the 90s at Essex County College, African American History, about code switching. When I'm here with the cousins, I'm a yeah girl. But if I'm talking to Barack and Michelle, girl, you don't think I'm gonna be talking to them like that. And I think Sean doesn't understand code switching. He's so busy forcing himself to speak properly that it upsets him that Adam squandering his good upraising, all that money his parents spent to send him to good school, and he's over here not being able to communicate, talk about cook. We're vibing. Because Sean said, you don't have the emotional intelligence to communicate properly. That's my translation. Which is stupid, Sean. Because you can't, why would you think Adam doesn't have the intelligence to communicate? Sean is, let me think of a white guy that's been on the show who's I can't think of any. I cannot think of a white guy who's on the show who's like speak trailer park. Right. Sean, I can't think of the guy. I can't remember anyone. But I don't think Sean meant to shame him. I think Sean is thinking this white man had all the opportunities presented to him at his feet. Parents are traveling the world, and you talking about cook and stuff. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I don't think Sean meant to shame him. Sean has probably been holding on like this white man had all the opportunities, probably didn't have to fight for nothing in his life. And he's talking about cook and cook and vibe. And at almost 50, Sean is still establishing himself, trying to arrive. I think that's what it is. I don't think Sean meant no evil. Okay. We go to Cameron, and he's talking about shitty day and how, Michelle didn't judge, and they're just bored. Moving on. So Mecca and Belle. Yeah, well, I played y'all the video, child. No, we didn't get there yet. They talk about going deeper. And I'm like, how much deeper do y'all want to go? Sean asks, have you said the love word, the L word? They both said no. Belle said we have love for each other, and how they plan to say yes on D-Day. So they both agreed they're going to say yes. But what if somebody changed their mind? Because the couple sleep separately the night before. What if one person changed their mind? Because we've seen that before, right? What if one of them changed their mind overnight? Ooh, that's going to be a big old disappointment. Sean said yes was so far away, but it's close, and everyone was shocked. Adam laughed and held his head down, and everybody was like, what? When did this happen, right? So Sean is talking. It was like, we're vibing, and Adam said, wait, you cannot use that word. See there? See, Sean? You can use the word vibing, but when Adam used the word vibing, he has low intelligence. He has low IQ. And then Adam said, let's do an IQ test right now. He said, let's do an IQ test. I was like, not IQ, something. He said, you said IQ. Lord have mercy. That was funny. But I don't think Sean meant it that way. I can't believe I'm taking up for Sean again, but I don't think he meant it that way. Okay. Adam said he doesn't buy Sean and Nikki. And I'm not sure if they're faking, acting, or really trying to work at it. Okay. Big Mouth Michelle says she's not buying it. Says Nikki, based on everything she's seen. And then here go Michelle. Ooh, Michelle. She says, Nikki, I'll let you speak, but your body language is not giving he's your person. And I'm like, oh my God, who made Michelle one of the experts? Nikki shares that they've crossed a intimacy line, and everybody was like, ooh, spicy. And then we get to the whole Mecca and Belle situation where she was like, well, I get it because I wasn't attracted to Belle either. I mean, it was just embarrassing. But here's the thing, guys. Excuse me. Here's the thing. I know y'all are mad and y'all ready to protest and, burn the cities down. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with Mecca being not physically attracted to Belle Jolie when he met her. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him questioning, is she pretty enough for me? Absolutely nothing wrong. And cousins, for those of you who've been watching me, I hope you've gotten to the place, but for the new cousins, you have to get to the place where you have to allow men to say how they feel, and it has to be okay for them to say what they want to say and feel what they're feeling. We really have to stop trying to unalive him because he said he wasn't attracted to her. He didn't find her attractive. Excuse me, or he didn't think she was pretty. He has a right. Those are his feelings. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Now, I saw the girl, the ex-girlfriend, which I don't know the ex-girlfriends and boyfriends. I don't think so. I think she was just a pretty white-looking girl that he probably liked a lot, that moved on with his life. The girl looked like a horse. Hashtag horse. We'll see who watched all the way here. Hashtag horse. You will get a cousin t-shirt from me at the 43 mark. Okay? If you get to the 43 mark, hashtag horse. Horsey. You will get, I will send you a cousin t-shirt. The girl looked like a horse. But him not being physical, there's nothing wrong with that. Nick is not physically attracted to Sean, and we celebrate it. Mecca is not attracted to Belle, and y'all is ready to burn y'all cities down. He has a right to feel how he feel, and beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. If he thought she's not pretty enough for him, it's okay. The only problem is now, Belle, what you gonna do with that information? And here's the problem that I have with Mecca. I don't have a problem with him not being attracted to her. I don't have a problem with him asking himself, is she pretty enough for me? I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with, Mecca, is you saying it in front of everybody, embarrassing her. Because Belle's been going hard for you. She's been acting like she is your mama. Belle will stick with you through thick, thin, and shit, cleaning the potties. And this is what you do to her in front of everybody and looking at her like you're trying to humble her. The same way you told her she's 150% more attracted to you. But you know what? I blame Belle. I blame Belle. So, Belle, now that you have this information, what you going to do with it, girl? You going to stay with him? You still going to say yes in decision day? Oh, wait. You're about to regulate him as if he's your son, as if he's a 3-year-old. You need to regulate his speech so he don't say what he's supposed to say. But these are the things you think about when you choose a husband, that your husband's going to represent you. He's going to go out there and speak for you. You want Mecca speaking for you, Belle? I just have so many question bells. Do you want this man speaking for you who told national TV, millions of people around the world, that he wasn't attracted to you, and he questioned, was he pretty? You pretty enough? Again, nothing wrong with Mecca feeling that he wasn't attracted to her. Nothing wrong with him asking, is she pretty enough? Nothing wrong. But it's the environment in which you did it on national TV, telling everybody that, oh, she's not pretty enough. So, Belle, what you gonna do, girl? What you gonna do, girl? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna regulate the way he speaks. Can we please free Devon? Can we start a free Devon petition? Free Devon from this devil.
And that comment is nuts.
Heard you.
That's
Heard
not
you.
what I meant by
No,
that.
I know,
That
I
is-
know,
that
I
is-
know.
I was talking about in general.
I'm just
in
saying
general,
I'm talking to Mecca though.
Woo! Free Devon! Free Devon! Free Devon! Free Devon from the devil! Free Devon! This girl is terrible. Adam, this is Adam.
Oh, shit.
Look at Cameron. Look at Cameron. Cameron's. Woo! Free Devon, y'all. I cannot with her. I cannot with her. So Caitlyn and Devon talk about everything is great, and everybody's like, "What's so great?" And she talked about she want to get back to intimacy. Felipe said, so if on D-Day things doesn't develop, Caitlyn says to Devon, be careful of your answer. Didn't I tell you last week that she threatened him? She threatened him to be careful what he's saying. Listen just get rid of her. Jesus, Lord Jesus. Come on, Devon. Do not stay married to him. Say no. Say no. This girl is horrible, okay? So they have back and forth. Felipe say, would you stay with a girl that you haven't hooked up with? And Big Mouth Michelle, I will say, I wouldn't want to stay married to somebody who I have Michelle's a little hoe. You know, she's a hoe. So they're going back and forth. And Mecca asks, why would you, Mecca's a double-edged sword, okay? Why would you get upset about what he said? That's what Mecca said. Why would you get upset? Thank you, Mecca. Okay, even though, you need to be quiet. You never just talk through the rest of this. Yeah. Mecca said, why would you get upset? Yeah, where is she from? Where's her family from? I think I know, but I'm not going to say. Because those women are terrible. But anyways, free Devon. Free Devon. Look at this. This girl is just like Courtney.
I'm sorry for my comment.
Thank you. I appreciate your apology.
I was not saying anything that I would do. But like in general, if you look at other marriages and other things like that.
I think you just stop it at sorry. I don't think.
Just throw her away. Throw her away, please.
Justify the comment.
No one wants anyone to cheat, but he's making a fair point, and I think she's reacting to the wrong piece of the point. She's burying the headline. He's just...
She's terrible. She's awful. Get rid of her. So now it's Courtney, it's Felipe and Tori's time, and he was like, yeah, I was cooked. We're cool. I was cooked. Notice how Sean doesn't have an issue with anybody else saying cooked or we're cool or, stuff like that. He just has a problem with Adam. It's because at that table, let me think, Adam is probably the one that was afforded those opportunities that anybody would be glad for. Nick is no longer here. And what was Cameron's story again? Nick went to MIT, right? I don't remember Cameron's story, right? But out of everybody at the table, Adam was probably the one that was afforded all the opportunities that we would probably, y'all would love to give your children. And so Sean doesn't have a problem with anybody else using lazy words. He just has a problem with Adam. Because Felipe, oh yeah, we're cool, It's interesting. Go back and watch that part. I don't think that's how he meant it. Woo, y'all, I need more time for these dinner dates. They brought up, so it's Felipe and Tori's time, and they're asking, do you feel the same way? And he's like, I want Tori. And Adam's like, wait, you went to a 30-minute session, and all of a sudden you've changed. And everybody's going back and forth, like trying to help him to get the point. And Cameron said, wait. You want to be with Tori now? Or you're choosing Tori now? He's like, yes, at this moment, I'm choosing her. He was like, well, what about 5 minutes from now or next week or next month? He's like, I don't know about next week and next month. My point exactly. Okay, this is why Paul don't need to be counseling nobody, because Paul said, how do you feel in this moment? Because in the other moment, he missed being a hoe and hoeing around. Woo, that was a good point they made. He's like, I don't know about tomorrow, next week. I just choose her now, this moment. Which makes no sense. You got to choose forever, Felipe. Marriage is supposed to be forever. You have to choose Tori forever. So Tori says, I'm not putting up with that. I'm not accepting that. I'm not dealing with your undecisive. Either you need to choose me now or choose me now. Choose me now. So in Felipe's voiceover outside, he's like, oh my God, everybody was coming at me. And I didn't hear not one person said Felipe has changed. Felipe, you haven't changed. Like Adam said, you went to therapy for 30 minutes and Paul messed with your head to make you think that you've changed, but you haven't changed. You're still indecisive because you're choosing her now. But what about next week? What about next week? You going to choose her next week and next year when you're going through? When all the women coming at you at the club? And here go Cameron with his mature, balanced self. Go ahead, Cameron.
Just believe, honestly, this side of the table should not be married.
The whole side?
Yep. I don't think them, that's what I would say.
I agree with him. I agree. I totally agree with them. So we will see what happens. I did see the previews of the next episode when they're on the retreat. I forgot about the retreat, so maybe that's going to drop tomorrow. But when I come back, if I have time later, I'll do what's coming up next. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Please be sure to interact with this video. Subscribe, thumbs up, share it out, hype it up. You can share it on Facebook, Twitter, here on YouTube. You could share it out, okay? Let me know what you think. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Thank you for those of you signing up for the husband profile, which begins in September. If you haven't signed up yet, please sign up. The link is below so we can book our one-on-one. And thank you for those of you showing me love with my books, all available on Amazon. I absolutely love you. I adore you guys. Bye.